I've recently been inspired by who I believe to be one of the great modern leaders of our generation. Now, it's Moana. A lot of you know I have a 3-year-old daughter. And before you begin to think, is this becoming a parenting conference? I'm not going to speak about her. Because even though my daughter has fallen in love with Moana, much to my wife's dismay, I have fallen in love with Moana. And I believe she has so much to teach us. And if she could be on the stage, I would have invited her. If I could have shown the entire film, I would have. But as a substitute, allow me to describe to you one scene. It's the final scene of Moana. And you see, Moana has the superpower. She can speak to the ocean, which is super cool, and she's on this little island. And then over here on another island is Te Kā. And Te Kā is this 300-foot demon monster of earth and fire. And Te Kā wants to kill Moana, and it's very tense. And so you're wondering what's going to happen with this battle. And Moana does something surprising. She speaks to the ocean, and the ocean parts. And you're like, all right. Moana's setting a trap. Because what you see, Te Kā, the demon monster, can't touch water. It's her one weakness. And so because Te Kā starts running on all fours, it's crazy. It's like the best scene. She's like, ah. And Moana, you're like, Moana, set the trap. No, Moana steps into this path between the two islands on dry ground and just starts walking slowly. You're like, what is she doing? You see, Moana has figured out something that no one else has figured out. Not the wise grandmother, not her dad, the chief of the village, not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Moana has figured out that Te Kā's true name is Te Fiti. And Te Fiti was this beautiful mother god of the islands and life. And long ago, she had her heart stolen. And she's turned into this monster. And so Moana surprises everyone. She keeps walking. And she begins to sing. And she says, and listen to these lyrics because they're amazing. She says, I have crossed the horizon to find you. I know your name. They have stolen the heart from inside you, and this does not define you. This is not who you are. I know who you are. And Te Kā stops, stupefied, stunned, because she's just been called out. She's been called to her greater good. Moana knows who she is and has the courage to say it. And so in a moment when Moana should be either destroying or running away, she chooses to turn towards instead of turning away from. And as a result, Te Kā's scales fall, and all the fire falls, and this beautiful, beautiful god emerges now that she's been called her true name. You see it, right? You see the leadership lesson here, because we all have people. That wasn't the funny part. We all have people in our lives, especially people we work with, who can be horrible. And if we take the time to get to know who they are or who they are capable of becoming, if we can have the courage to not act out of self-preservation, but actually turn towards them, you can call someone to greatness. In our company at the restaurant, we've tried to live this out in a little way. My brother and I have something called Family Lunch. And Family Lunch is, we've empowered our 20 managers to take any of our 90 hourly employees out to lunch whenever. And we give them $40 in cash and one agenda item. That is, go away from the restaurant and learn each other's stories. That's it. I've done a couple dozen of these lunches myself. They've been worth it every single time. Remember, Moana says, I know your name. This is not who you are. The only way you can learn the names of the people you work with or lead is by spending time with them in a real and authentic and genuine way. Learn their stories. Learn who they're capable of becoming, who they want to become. We can choose to see people by the failures of their resume, or we can choose to see them for the people that they are capable of becoming. Use your power and your authority in positions of leadership to hold back the water and create a space where you can turn towards instead of away. If you don't believe me, just go watch Moana. It's so good. Thank you.